What is a TLC? A free trade agreement consists of a regional or bilateral trade agreement to expand the market for goods and services between different continents or basically throughout the world. Colombia currently has 15 free trade agreements in force. TLC Colombia CARICOM was signed in 1994. The member countries are Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, Antigua and Barbuda, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent. Your objective is to end employment, accelerate economic development, facilitate business creation, eliminate or reduce levies on export goods. Colombia receives 100% tariff preferences on 1,000 products. One of the opportunities for Colombia is that it can negotiate with countries with a good geolocation, and disadvantage is that the most underdeveloped countries of CARICOM have no obligation to grant tariff concept. TLC Colombia, Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras. North Triangle. Salvador and Honduras 2010, Guatemala 2009. Objectives: strengthen the advancement of socioeconomic development among Latin American countries. Encourage foreign investment, export of services. The benefits obtained are tariff-free access to goods and trade facilitation. Disadvantage: agreements between countries with economics of different levels of development are now to be wonky. Emerging economics laws out. TLC Colombia Cuba. Subscribe signed 2000 under the ALADI framework. Objective: facilitate, expand, diversify, and promote trade between Cuba and Colombia. Strengthen commercial exchange. This agreement incorporates market access, non-tariff restrictions, rules of origin and techniques, safeguards agreement in trade in service.
TLC Colombia Korea. Objective: contribute to the increase in the competitiveness of national products and favor companies in all sectors with the gradual elimination of tariffs for raw materials, inputs, and intermediate goods. Agreed topics: access to markets for industrial and agricultural goods, trade and sustainable development, customs administrations and trade facilitation, temporary entry of business person. TLC Colombia, USA. This was signed in Washington on November 22 of 2006. One trade, investment, and tourism in Colombia. It has generated security and stability for U.S. investors that has allowed Colombia to trust it as a destination. TLC Colombia, Canada. It was signed on November 21 of 2008, entered into force on August 15 of 2011. Its main objective is to create a free space, restrictions in search of growth and economic development between both countries. It comprises three independent market access, agricultural products, non-agricultural products, rules of origin, investment and service. TLC Colombia EFTA. EFTA member Switzerland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and Iceland. It was signed on November 25, 2008 and 1 July 2011. It entered into force for Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Importance of the EFTA Colombia. Market expansion, investment expansion and diversification, strengthening and expanding integrates ties with European countries.
Agreement between the European Union, Colombia and Peru. It was signed in the seats of Brussels, Belgium on June. Bilateral trade with the European market offers opportunities to debate the diversification of the export basket, taking advantage of the competitiveness belonging countries. TLC Colombia Costa Rica. It was signed in March 2013 and entered into force on May 22, 2013. Is to reduce and eliminate tariff and non-tariff barriers for Colombia export to one of the main markets in Central America. Beneficiary product trade and mushroom, sprinkles, chocolate, bakery products, energy drink of the EFTA Colombia, Costa Rica. High purchasing power in Costa Rica as one of the most important in Central America.
TLC Colombia Andean Community. Entered into force 1969. Members countries: Bolivia, Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. Associate countries: Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Objective: improve the living standards of the inhabitants of member countries. Exchange without duty of 100 of the goods. Benefit: job creation, strengthening the economic incentive to foreign investment.
TLC Colombia Mexico. District 1 Sidnex and Jan 33 1994. Venezuela Foreign present its company in 2006 arguing and made to the national economic elimination of tariff for industrial products. The first reduction in the tariff was in 1995. TLC Colombia Mercosur. It was created on March 26, 1901. The agreement sets the creation of a free trade are established through a commercial liberation program applied to products. TLC Colombia Chile. It entered into force 1903. Objectives: tariff relief, investment and service dispute settlements. In 2050, the sector